Hello everybody and welcome back to another round of Gothic. We are going to continue where we left off with our playthrough of this game. We started yesterday, we did a bit of the beginning, getting used to the controls, walking around, getting to the old camp, talking to everybody there. And the goal for today is going to be to find the new camp, find the swamp, and hopefully pass Diego's test. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do all of those things in one stream, but we're going to try. We are going to spend some time fiddling with the audio setup in the beginning, because unfortunately I have not found a way to make this game borderless windowed, and I have not found a way to switch from this game to Streamlabs without minimizing the window. So I apologize that we're going to have to alt-tab in and out of the game a bit in the beginning, but hopefully we will get it all set up nicely. So let's go, yes, play the game. Hey Tybor, how's it going? Yeah, skip, we already know that. Load game. So this was our last file. Let's go back to that. Yeah, the thing is, Tybor, I cannot alt-tab out of this game without minimizing the game. And when I try to play this game in windowed mode, even then, I cannot switch my cursor seamlessly from this game to another program. So that is the problem. That is my problem for streaming this game at the moment. I'm gonna check on the... Oh, I know what the issue is with the... I know what the issue is with the microphone audio, by the way. I forgot that I have to change this every single time. There we go. That should be better now. I tried borderless gaming yesterday. I did try that and it did absolutely nothing. So this game is just very, very stubborn.
Hey, you! I trade in swamp weed and potions from the sect camp. Do you want something?
What is swamp weed?
New here, are you? You can smoke it. Very relaxing for most of us.
And hello, my guardian. I did not want to talk to this guy right now. I did not even press a button. I was literally just walking forward and he started talking to me, so I'm sorry. But,
I want to join the camp. I want to become a shadow.
Oh, you're looking for a chance to prove your worth? Good. You can do me a favor. If you do it well, I'll speak up for you in front of Diego.
What is it?
In the sect camp, there's a man called Kalam, quite a big shot. One of the gurus of the sect. Kalam is an alchemist. He has the recipe for an effective healing potion. I'd like to buy the recipe off him. Then I can produce it myself. But nobody can get near Kalam.
And what do you expect me to do?
The sect loonies are looking for new people all the time. You're new here. Just pretend you want to be recruited. Kalam is one of the gurus. That means he checks the new candidates. If you get in touch with him, try to get the recipe. Whether you want to pay for it or you don't, I don't care.
Sounds like a difficult business. How much is in it for me?
At some point, Diego will ask me if you're suitable for us. Just guess what my answer will depend on.
my guardian, I did try borderless gaming yesterday right after the stream. I tried borderless gaming, I tried auto hotkeys, I tried some other program, the name of which I don't remember right now, and none of them worked. None of them actually managed to put this into borderless window mode and let me switch seamlessly between the game and my desktop. I think there is one way to do it, which is there are programs that allow you to deactivate window minimization when you alt-tab. every single one of those programs that I have found is freemium with like a 30-day free trial, and then it gets paid. Which right now is just not feasible for me because I'm about to go on 2 weeks of vacation. So yeah, I don't know. This game is just really stubborn about borderless gaming. I'm not gonna ask this guy for 50 ore in advance. Like, I don't even have a single ore. Like, but I'm not gonna do that.
Okay, I'll see if I can get the thing.
And also, I'm gonna have to remove one of my earphones because otherwise I am just in an echo chamber.
Where is the sect camp?
Leave the camp through the south exit, then head eastwards. You'd better take a map. I got one here for 50 ore.
The south exit is the collapsed tower, isn't it?
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna buy a map for 50 ore. Like, I'm gonna have to see if I can find the map guy again. Who are you anyway? Dusty, did I talk to you already?
Hi, I'm new here. How's things?
Go away. I've been working my ass off in the mines for the last 2 weeks. And what for? Some sad lumps of ore is all I got. I had to spend most of it on food. I talked to Ball Parvis down there. He told me some interesting things about the sect camp. I think I'd better go there instead of slaving away for Gomez.
You don't like it here? Why don't you just go then?
Because I'm not quite sure what to expect there. I had a pal here. His name was Melvin. He headed off to the sect camp a week ago. But since then, I haven't heard of him. And as long as I don't get a message from him, I'll stay here.
Alright, so I guess we're gonna have to go and find Melvin. And hope he's not dead. Digger, digger. You are just a normal guard. Okay, you don't have anything for me. We'd already talked to Fisk, I remember that. Okay, I wanted to go and talk to Graham again. To see if I have enough shit to actually trade for a single map. Because right now I'm just always very confused about where I actually am and where I'm actually going. Like, I really need a map. I'm guessing this is the south exit with the collapsed tower. Let me ask a guard.
There must be something about that story after all.
What do I have to do to get accepted as one of Gomez's guards?
You're kidding. You think you could just come in here strutting and get straight to the top, or what? Gomez has only the best people for guards. You're gonna have to work your way up like...
Oh god, this is the same... This is the same dialogue as before, isn't it? Yeah. Never mind then. Yeah, I don't actually think I've been in this area before. Or maybe I just missed it because it was dark. Seriously? Seriously? That was enough to kill me? Wow. Okay. I guess I have to talk to some people again.
Hey, you! I trade in swamp weed and potions from the sect camp.
We're just gonna
new here, right?
skip through this dialogue.
In the
Because I remember that there was some journal stuff there that got scribbled in. Yeah, there we go.
Where is the sect camp?
Leave the camp through the south exit, then head eastwards. I got one here for 50 ore.
The south exit.
Exactly.
Alright. And there was some other dude that we just talked to. Jackal, did I talk
Let
to
me
you?
pass.
Yeah, I think I talked to you. Pretty sure I did. I honestly don't remember who I talked to yesterday and who I didn't, so... Where's the other guy I just talked to? Dusty, there he is.
Hi.
And let's go. And this time let's stay down here.
Wouldn't like to be.
If you think.
Yeah, right now I'm mostly just looking for Graham so that I can see if I actually have shit I can trade to him for. Oh, I do remember going in here. Yeah, so I guess I must have just walked by this place in the dark. Mostly I'm looking for Graham so I can get a map because I am already quite hopelessly lost. I do remember talking to these guys. These were the 3 for the arena. Oh, this is where we had mud and... That's one way to stir a pot. What are you doing, Snaff? Seriously? Hi, Dragos. Oh. Hello, you guys. Any named NPCs here? No. This guy has a lute. Is that where the music is coming from? Oh, by the way, that reminded me, I wanted to change the sound settings a bit and make it a bit louder.
Well, that was a top.
Wasn't very clever.
Alright, yeah. Bloodwind, Baal. Graham, there you are, my man. I'd like to buy a map.
I'd like to buy a map.
Sure. What are you thinking of? The more you can see on a map, the more expensive it is.
Alright, let me see. Map of the colony. 50. Why is the sketch 60? Like, old mine, old camp. I feel like an overall map would probably be best because the camp itself is not that big. So the camp itself, like I will have to walk around a bit to find the NPCs I'm looking for, but they should be pretty easy to find, I think. I haven't even been to the old mine yet, so I have no idea. I think a map of the colony itself would be best, so that I can actually see where I am. Alright, and I am really weirdly standing in the interface right now. Okay. Chat, please help me. Do I actually need any of the items in miscellaneous for something really important? Like, is there anything in here that you say, oh my god, don't ever sell this, you are going to be in so much trouble? Like, anything that I should look out for that is, like, should never be sold because I'm never gonna get it again. Because right now I don't know what I'm even gonna do with a tumbler. The coins don't seem to have any value, which is weird. Oh. Hang on, let me move my camera a bit so you guys can actually see it. Boop. I'm just gonna move this for a bit. Alright. Alright, so ore nuggets, I have 10 of those, but I know my value is gonna get cut in half anyway, so I'm not even sure if I have enough stuff. To even be able to sell. Oh, ore leaf is really valuable. What do you know? Enter schnapps as well. Okay, meat pack you need for a quest, or torches are useful, ores, or the rest can be traded. Okay. And yeah, I know I need the meat, the bug meat and the mushrooms for a thing. Okay, so we're gonna... Oh, can I only trade this many? Or can I trade more? Like, do I only have 5? Do I need to trade 5 things in order to match this? Or can I trade more? We're gonna find out. So this is the bugged sword. So we're gonna trade this one. I can trade more, okay. This is a pickaxe, which we don't need. It's a club, which we don't need. I'm gonna keep my arrows for now. I'm just gonna turn the rest into vendor junk. Have my schnapps. And my beer. All of this stuff actually gives life bonus, so I don't really want to trade it. Because I'm probably gonna need some healing. Yeah, this has no value. Oops. Can I remove this from the trading again? Apparently not. Okay. Torches you said were useful, so we're gonna keep them. Alright. Okay, so we do actually need to trade some of this. This is a value of 13, so that would cut down. Do we have something that would cut down to a value of 5? Ham. That's just value of 6. I can live with that. Alright. I think this is good. How do I confirm this trade now? Like, Control W? No. Ah, there we go. Accept. Alright. Now how do I actually access my map? Oh, with M. Okay. And it's not labeled. Well, that is very useful. I'm guessing the big one in the middle is where we are. And I'm guessing the white arrow thing is where we actually are inside the camp. So I'm guessing the big one in the middle is the old camp. And the top left of the old camp where the white arrow thing is, that's probably where we are right now. South gate and then east is the swamp, so I'm guessing that's like at the very east of the map, that thing. And the question is, where's the new camp? Is that the one that's just like southwest of the old camp? Because that's what it looks like, because I don't see any other camps. I'm guessing the tiny little pool in the north is where we actually came from. Because that looks very much like where we came from. Okay, so that's actually a good a good approximation of our map size. So this world is actually not all that big. It's a lot smaller than I thought it would be. Okay. So I guess we're gonna talk to Diego if we can find him to get the quest. I'm just gonna save here. We're gonna call this Stream 2.
Same old story every time.
That won't happen again.
There must be something about that story after all.
It's obvious.
Grim, Diego, there you are. My man.
There must be something about that story
I've talked to Thoris.
And what did he say?
He says that I can join the old camp if you think that I'm good enough.
Looks like I have myself a new job.
Do we start right now?
First, there are a few things you should know.
What do I have to know to be accepted in the old camp?
If you want to join the camp, you'll have to earn some brownie points. There are a few influential people in the outer ring. Most of them are shadows. If you manage to impress them, it'll earn you a few brownie points. Then you'll have to stand the test of faith. Besides, there are a lot of skills every new arrival has to learn. The more you learn, the more valuable you'll be for us.
That sounds like a lot of work just to join one camp. When I could literally just go with one of the Baals and just get to the Swampweed camp, honestly.
Where do I find the important people?
Well, you're looking at one of them. Then there's Thoris. You already know him. As for the others, you'll have to find that out by yourself. If you don't manage to do that, you don't belong here anyway. Just go through the outer ring and talk to people. Then you'll find out who's important.
Yeah. My first opinions about the game is that the controls are hella clunky. And our main character is a bit of an idiot. But but aside from that, I like it. Like, obviously it's like early 2000s graphics and gameplay, and I wish they had put some kind of tutorial in here, like just a tiny little thing for the controls, like just a text box or something, because I know games from the from the mid 90s or late 90s that had a better introduction to the game world than this. But aside from that, I am enjoying it. I enjoy the fact that it's quite immersive in how everybody in the world behaves towards you. Like, you can't just walk into a house and take all the stuff unless you want to get murked. You can't just draw a weapon on somebody without people reacting to it. So I do like that. And yeah, that's what the game manuals were for back then. But ideally, a good game would give you a manual, but it would also give you a quick in-game introduction. Like, for example, I need to bring this example up because it was one of my first games that I ever played. Like, first proper games, I should say. Tomb Raider from 1995, the old version that you had to boot through a DOS menu. That game came with a manual, which explained all the controls and all the backstory and everything. But if you did not want to read the manual, or if you didn't have the manual for whatever reason because you bought the game from a friend and then you lost the manual or whatever, there was a area in game, the Croft Manor, where you had an obstacle course. And when you start the obstacle course, Lara starts to explain to you what the controls are, how you jump, how you fire, how you climb, all that stuff. That was in the 1995 version of the game. This game came out in 2001, so they have no excuse. As far as I'm concerned, they have no excuse whatsoever for not integrating it into gameplay at least a little. Because, yeah, that's my main problem right now, is that especially because the controls in this game are so weird. Like, there are so many things you do with Control W and Control A and D that you would normally in other games do with Alt or jump or like spacebar or whatever. So this game, I think, really, really desperately needs an introduction to the controls, and I hope that in the remake either they modernize the controls, or because I know a lot of people who played this game in the original game really love the old school controls, like the having to push Control W to open the chest, then having to push Control W to reach into the chest and stuff like that. So I hope that when they make the remake, either they modernize the controls to remove that shit completely, or they implement a proper tutorial that actually explains to you how to do it. Or, like my guardian says, implement both control schemes. Like, give the option of classic control scheme or modern control scheme. And I just realized I should move my...
Who can teach me?
Start with fingers. He's
move
the
my-
most skillful among us. If you keep your eyes peeled, you'll
window
find
back.
other people who can teach you.
Where can I find Fingers?
His hut's kind of hidden. It's next to the castle wall. Just start out here and go towards the arena. When you're at the castle gate, go down to the left and you'll be heading for the arena.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, I forgot that Alt works as a triggering dialogue here. If they're going to implement both schemes, I do hope that they will also add, like, at least a tiny little tutorial, or even an optional tutorial to the classic scheme, because I can guarantee you that if anybody who is not familiar with the classic one goes, hey, I want to try it like classic, I want to see like what the original experience was like, and it's no tutorial, that's going to be a negative Steam review right there. Because I have the patience to put up with this, because I was already warned by... I will have to check if I can unbind Alt. Because I know Alt works for jumping. What was I going to say? Yeah, I personally can put up with a lot of this jank, because a lot of the people, like you guys are moderators on Discord, and we talked about this game before. So I was already warned that the controls are clunky and that I need to press Control W for everything. So I was prepared going into this for how much jank there actually is. But for somebody who is not, who does not have all this background knowledge already from other people, going into this, like I can totally see somebody who just gets recommended this game to stream, go into this, have an awful time with the controls for the first hour, and decide, you know what, I'm gonna refund this, I'm done. And it would be a shame if that were to happen in the remake. So I really hope they do add a proper tutorial. Anyway, we're gonna continue with the dialogues, and then I'm gonna see about rebinding those keys and finally getting some quests started.
What's the test of faith?
You have to go to the old mine. There you'll meet a guy called Ian. He'll give you a list. This list is important. It contains all the items the guys in the mine need from us. They'll get the stuff with the next convoy.
No problem.
Yes, there is a problem. The new camp must not get that list. Like I said, the list is important. If you do it right, you'll get much further.
If the list is so important, why should Ian give it to me?
Because you're going to tell him Diego sent you.
I'll tell him. Where can I find the old mine?
Go to Graham. He's a cartographer. Tell him that I sent you and that you need a map. It'll show you the way to the mine. He lives to the left of the north gate.
I have the map, my friend. The question is, where on the map is the old mine? Like, there are many places on the map. Like, come on, my dude. Oh, beat. Oh, nice. That's good. Thank you, Dragos.
Can you teach me something?
Yes, I can teach you to improve your dexterity or your strength.
I love how everything is asking me for skill points. I don't have a single skill point. Like, my people, I literally just got here.
Come back soon. There are many things you need to learn.
What about my esteem within the camp?
I've talked to a few people.
And?
Scatty has told me he's anxious to see how you come off against Kurgo. And he's anxious to see if you'll challenge Karim. I've already sent you to Fingers. He could really teach you something. I really need to talk to Dexter. He's using you for his own business. But there aren't any rules for the test. If you manage that, you'll be making a big step. Get on with it. There are still many things to do if you want to get anywhere here in the camp.
Okay, so my
Take care.
My test is to get that map. Is to get the list. Is that what I'm getting here? I need to get to the old mine and I need to get the map. Okay. Not the map, the list. Sorry.